the silent depths of the Japanese night, the city pulses with a life all its own. Neon lights flicker across empty streets, and distant trains echo between buildings like the heartbeat of something ancient. But beneath the modern facade, old stories linger, urban legends whispered from one generation to the next. Among these, some of the most chilling tales are not of ghosts or spirits, but of cats, creatures revered, feared, and shrouded in mystery. Japan's relationship with cats stretches back centuries. They are seen as lucky, protective, and mystical. The maneki neko, or beckoning cat, adorns storefronts believed to bring good fortune. Yet, in the shadows, another kind of cat prowls, one that blurs the line between the living and the supernatural. It is in these dark places that urban legends are born. Picture a narrow alleyway in Tokyo, lined with aging wooden houses and overgrown ivy. Here, the air is thick with the scent of rain and earth. Lanterns sway gently, casting elongated shadows on the walls. It is said that on certain nights, when the moon is hidden and the wind is still, you might encounter the Bakeneko, a supernatural cat with the power to shapeshift, to speak, and to curse those who wrong it. One story tells of a lonely salaryman returning home after midnight. Exhausted, he drags his feet along the deserted street. Suddenly, a cat with gleaming eyes appears in his path. It sits perfectly still, tail curled, unblinking. The man, accustomed to city strays, pays it no mind and steps around. But as he passes, the cat's shadow stretches impossibly long, twisting up the walls and swallowing the street behind him. The man glances back. The cat is gone. In its place stands a figure, a woman with wild matted hair, eyes like polished obsidian, and a sly, knowing smile. She utters a single word in a voice that is both purr and whisper. From that night on, the salaryman is plagued by misfortune. His luck, it seems, has run out, stolen by the Bekaneko who walks the city in human form. Other legends speak of the Nekomata, a cat whose tail has split in two with age, granting it dark powers. It is said that these cats once roamed the mountain villages, but in the sprawl of the modern city, they have found new haunts. Some claim that if you hear the sound of nails scratching at your window late at night, it may not be the wind or a stray, but a Nekomata seeking entry. Those who answer the call are never seen again, their apartments left eerily undisturbed, save for a lingering scent of incense and a few tufts of black fur. Then there are tales from the city's sprawling apartment complexes, those towering buildings that seem to touch the clouds, where thousands of lives are stacked atop one another. In these concrete labyrinths, isolation breeds strange phenomena. Residents whisper of a cat that appears on security cameras late at night. It sits in the middle of the hallway, staring directly into the lens, its eyes reflecting the cold electric light. When security guards go to investigate, they find nothing. No fur, no paw prints, not even a smudge on the lens. Yet, soon after these sightings, tenants report inexplicable events. Lost pets, strange dreams, and a deep sense of unease as though being watched by unseen eyes. Among school children, there is a favorite campfire legend, the tale of the ghost cat of Akasaka. Long ago, a kind old woman cared for the neighborhood strays, feeding them scraps and giving them shelter. One winter, she fell ill and passed away, her spirit restless with worry for her feline charges. neighbors began to notice a large white cat prowling the area, its fur radiant in the moonlight, and its cries unbearably mournful. It was said that the cat was the old woman herself, returned to watch over her beloved animals. But as the years passed, the cat's temperament changed. It would hiss at strangers, and those who tried to harm the local cats would wake to find deep scratches on their doors and the chilling sensation of a cold, furry body curling around their ankles in the dead of night. In the bustling districts of Osaka, a more sinister legend persists. They call it the midnight train cat. Commuters who fall asleep on the last train home sometimes awaken to find themselves alone, except for a single cat sitting opposite them. The cat's fur is jet black, and its eyes shimmer with unnatural intelligence. It never blinks. The train rattles on, passing through stations that do not exist on any map, the lights outside growing dim and flickering. If the passenger tries to move, the train speeds up. Only when the cat finally stands, stretches, and leaps off at a stop lost to time does the train slow, and the passenger is allowed to disembark, usually miles from home, with no memory of the journey, save for a lingering sense of dread and a single black cat hair clinging to their coat. Not all cat legends are malevolent. Some speak of the benevolent Neko Musume, the cat girl who protects travelers from harm. She appears in times of need, guiding the lot through tangled alleyways or warning of unseen dangers with a soft, melodic meow. But even these tales carry a warning. Treat all cats with kindness, for you never know when you're in the presence of something otherworldly. Modern Japan, with its gleaming skyscrapers and endless streams of people, seems an unlikely place for such stories. Yet, the city's very anonymity, its endless nights and hidden corners, make it fertile ground for legends to take root. In a place where so many are alone, where the line between reality and illusion is ever so thin, the idea of cats as both protectors and harbingers of the supernatural is strangely comforting and deeply unsettling. So, the next time you find yourself walking home through the quiet streets of Tokyo or Osaka, and you catch a pair of gleaming eyes watching from the shadows, remember the old stories. Perhaps it's just a stray, seeking warmth and food. Or perhaps it's something far older, a guardian or a trickster, waiting to see how you'll respond. Offer a gentle word, a respectful bow, or a scrap of food, just in case. Because in the city's deepest shadows, the legends of Japan's supernatural cats are alive and well, stalking the night, weaving their stories into the fabric of urban life, and reminding us that magic, mystery, and fear still dwell where we least expect them. And as the city sleeps, the cats prowl, silent, watchful, and endlessly enigmatic,